The space race. What was the space race? The space race was between the years 1955 and 1975. It was between the two world powers, Russia and the US. Both sides were fighting to have the best technology in space. What did they do and how did they get this better technology? Since World War II is coming to an end, the Americans and Soviets captured German rocket scientists and rockets. The Americans got Wernher von Braun, and the Russians got Sergei Koloov. Von Braun is on the left and Sergei is on the right. In 1955, both programs announced that they would be launching satellites into orbit. The Russians took the lead when they launched a satellite called Sputnik 1 into space in 1957. The Americans, 1 year later, launched a satellite called the Explorer 1. The Sputnik is on the left and the Explorer is on the right. In 1961, the Russians put a man named Yuri Gagarin was the person to orbit Earth traveling in the Vostok 1. 3 weeks later, the US launched the Freedom 7 with Alan Shepard and was the first American in space. Yuri is on the left with his Vostok 1 and Shepard is on the right with his Freedom 7. NASA was founded in 1958 by the US to get space program rolling a lot faster. NASA launched the Apollo program and the Gemini program. The Apollo program was to get the US to the moon, and the Gemini program was to develop better technology. On May 25th, 1961, President JFK told Congress that they would be the first to land on the moon before the end of the decade. In 1962, John Glenn was the first American to orbit Earth. In 1963, Valentine Terwovsky was the first woman to travel in space. On July 16, 1969, Apollo 11 was launched into space with 3 astronauts: Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. On July 20th, 1969, they landed on the moon, and Neil Armstrong was the first to walk on the moon, saying those iconic words. And the US won the space race.